tricks. So I actually forgot to mention one of the coolest things
when I
about what
was
we do
off
again.
camera,
It's actually cool and not really cool. So
I don't know,
you might have noticed that there's some granite lying around the place, and you know what? Of course I didn't say anything, and that was kind of weird. But in this little part here, this is where the redstone stuff in here. And now I'm thinking I might actually have to move this up a little bit so that we can actually get this piece in here to connect up. So this is why planning out little by little is a good plan. So what I have to do now is, of course, because I could just carry on and leave this spot to not work, but you know what? I want to be like as good as we can. So I'm going to move this probably, actually, let me just think about it. If I want to move this, I want to move it maybe a little bit forward, maybe a little bit more that way, so I'll have to get rid of this quadrant. That's what you have to do if you want to get these builds to look right. You got to just accept that what you've done is always subject to change. As I said, we got to change that. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this here to fit in here. And also, we're going to be using a bit of a redstone contraption, I guess, to make this thing automatic. And let me just kind of, I think I got this in my head, what we just did here, so that should be alright. So what we have got is some easy redstone thing that I'm going to be building. I think it should work pretty damn easily. As you know, I don't want to make super complicated redstone stuff here. I want to just do things that are at least simple enough for everyone to be able to follow along. And by the way, there's a lot of requests to get our little redstone elevator and all that stuff on a tutorial. And of course, that's a great idea. And I will definitely be doing a tutorial on that and a few other things in the forthcoming days. So keep an eye out for that, guys. I did mention it in the last episode, so look forward to that. Look forward to that. We've got the lighthouse for sure. We've got the little lighthouse tower thing next to it. We've got quite a few things which people have asked me to do, and I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. So, as I say, keep an eye out for that. And as for the little redstone elevator thing, of course we can do that. Of course we can do that. Help everybody out. If you guys don't know what's going on, of course we don't know with that one specifically because I didn't show anybody. But that is exactly what we're going to do. Now, another cool thing. This is super good news.
This is like,
I've been debating
my
with
base.
myself whether this is a good idea, but I think it is a good idea.
Oh yeah, I need to be level up.
We're on episode 7, I'm pretty sure. If I can count, I might not. I might be very wrong. Who knows? But if we are on episode 7, that means we are 3 episodes away from episode 10, because I can count it. That was the case. And episode 10, we are going to be having a special world download. So normally we do the world downloads on episode 20. So every 20 episodes, so it'll be 20, then 40, then 60, we would do a world download. But I decided what would be kind of nice is because many people I guess would get exploring in the world. There's a lot of people who just want to see what I do, what it looks like, you know, and that is awesome. That is really, really awesome. And I've also been asked a few times, when is the world download? So pretty much that is when the first one's going to be. 10 episodes in. There won't be a world tour with it, but like, I mean, we don't have.
I need to
but we do have enough to do a proper download of things, and that's what I'm going to do. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Episode 10, we will have a complete download, and you guys can see where we're up to.
This.
And follow along as well.
And I made like a little fire for
it. You guys have got built up. I'd love to know that. So let's try this out again. Take 2, alright? I'm going to be building those 2 pillars that I did build before.
That's like...
I think there were 7 blocks in between, so let me just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let me check doing that way. So that means we've got the 3 in the middle and 3 that side. Now we're going to be building those up again. So this should work. And also another thing, this build's going to be a little bit different to our normal way of building. That's why I'm not planning out the whole thing. It's a bit different because we don't know what else we're going to put in here. We're going to be putting in this one here to get all the flower farm, the flower forest flowers. We're also going to be putting one in here to do all the tall flowers. And one interesting little thing, and this is why the granite is here, is if you have a look here, we are actually on beach, and then there's flower forest. So this world has a very tiny flower forest biome. It's less than a chunk big. So we have to capitalize on the space. So we've got a little bit of beach in here, but we've got most of the flower forest in there, where we're going to be getting all of our new pretty flowers and dyes, most importantly. Okay, so we are close enough to where we left off. So what I want to do here is I want to just start adding in a few little things. So we've got ourselves the main build, let's say, like the main part of the build. And by the way, I've got to work out how we're going to do these edges, if I'm going to put some rocks there or what we're going to do, but that's not a big problem. So what I've done now is I've done the pillars. I've kind of got this entrance idea in my mind. I want sort of a grand entrance that as you get out the portal over here somewhere, we'll try to probably make an island or something there. You get off the portal, you walk up and you see this grand entrance with a little door in here. You walk in and there's a magical farm thing going on here, making flowers. Who knows? It's just meant to be a little bit more magical. And
we've got fishing and boat. And then you put your boats here, or wherever. And
so we know at least more or less where we want to go. Then I'm putting this over here purely because this pillar will then get cut off. So that's my thought, at least. We can always cut this down a little bit, but it's always good to just have a start in here. So there we go. That's up to there. All right. So let's get a good little position. Of course, I just missed that where I could have hit download that. All right. So really, I just can't get out of this water. Okay. Here we go. So there we go. Might not look like a good start, but trust me, this is gonna be good. So I want to get out one of these. Maybe make this door a little bit taller, like that there. So you can see, I don't put every block down first without thinking like, but then I'm gonna be keeping it there. You know what I mean? I always feel like it's gonna somehow go away at some stage. So never ever do I get caught up with the idea of not breaking a block, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the time, I know it seems kind of silly that I'm saying this, but a lot of the time I will actually go and feel like, well, I've already done it. I don't want to get rid of what I've done. You know, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure you guys probably get that feeling where you want to just get rid of something, but you've already put so much work into it that you just say, no, you know what, I'll just leave it there. But sometimes it's deep down inside when you do it, you're like, dang it, I should have just fixed it up. But you didn't do it at the time. That's what I don't want to do here. So maybe
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, maybe that's what we do for the door. I want to do a little bit of a short roof here. And I don't actually think, we've done something similar, at least on the lighthouse that we did. We're doing a short roof here. I want to test this out. Maybe we'll actually do a few more of those. There, and...
7.
We'll just do this. Pop those there. I really need to use the recipe book.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm just going to use for some slabs we actually had already. Anyways, okay, so if we have a look at this, right, I want to make a little bit of a roof sort of thing going on here, and I think if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is normally a very good height, I find, with roofs, so we'll do 4 up to there.
I have a stack going on.
Yeah. And then I can start adding in...
I have a stack. I have a stack of growing apples.
Supporting the roof there. It looks like it's kind of just filling the pillars in. You know what I mean? Look at
this is gonna be.
Quite nicely.
So you guys know.
I think actually maybe we could just do it here as well.
You guys know that's my base.
Yeah. We'll see where we match up with this. Maybe every second one's good.
Do you see?
That's what every second. Maybe I'll just get rid of that one there. How about we work out when we get there? We'll work it out when we get there. There we go. Perfect. Right, so now I want to get started on the roof piece of this, and this is probably going to be a bit more interesting. I don't want to do just a plain roof, but I feel like doing a pitched roof in here is probably a good idea. So let me give this a bit of thought. If I pull it through... Let me just tell you what, guys. I'm thinking maybe I just want to test out the roof height here, because this is a bit of a tedious piece. So I'll just test out the roof height, and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, I'm back, and I think I've got it here. And in fact, I've actually got a little bit of an accident here, and we can maybe see if this plays out to our advantage. I was playing around with where I wanted to start, and I put a slab in there with one of these backwards. And I feel like this could maybe lead to a bit of an awesome looking roof, because it's a little bit slanted, yeah. But like, that's a stand, by the way, and that's a slab. And then a stand, and a stand. So maybe this could actually look kind of interesting. And that's what we're going for. We're going for, like, when I speak about detailing, I'm thinking of how are we going to get these walls, how are we going to fit as many different creases in these walls, you know what I mean? Like, how can we change this stuff up to look like it's on all different levels and all different times? It sounds kind of complicated, but you know what? It is. It's a little bit. It's a little bit complicated, I guess, for building ever ends. But it's not kind of the series. I hope that you guys can maybe gain something from the way that we build, because that's really something that I do love to hear. When people are building something that they've seen me build, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is actually a pretty cool little accident there, because what's happened is it's just made the roof not look completely flat and kind of just swoop off at the edge there. Even though it doesn't. It just looks like it does. That's pretty cool. That's a good thing. You see what I mean? Sometimes adding a few little things in on accident, just keep them in and see if they work. And that's going to add a lot of character to this build. So that's one roof done. And now I'm planning on doing another roof at the top here. So what I'm going to do before I carry on there, let's use some of these. We're using these on the walls. We may as well use them up here. I want to just add in a little bit of detail here. So adding in detail, as I say, is adding in stuff like this, where we don't make the wall flat, we make it a bit more curvy, and maybe a bit more there. I guess I'll have to do one of these again. Just like that. And you see what I mean about this colour? If you're not sold on it, I feel like we will be at the end of it, because I'll try my hardest to get it to work. If not, we might just have to bite the bullet and say, you know what, it actually wasn't as good, but we're going to give it a go. We definitely will give it a go. So I'm doing stuff like this, little bits and pieces like this. I don't want to go too long. As I say, I want to get as much building in this episode, and I hope you guys who were asking for a lot more building in the last episode will enjoy what we're doing. Tell me if this is better, if you guys would prefer this sort of stuff. I'm more than happy to add a lot more building in. But what I want to do is I want to also get a little bit of redstone done over here. And I don't think we'll get this entire building finished, but the entrance will be finished. And let me tell you, that's what we got to do. We got to make this pop as soon as you get here. So let's get going with this a little bit. I'll kind of speed it up. I'll do the top roof. If I do the top roof any different to this one, I'll bring you in, or maybe I'll just point out the little pieces there. But I hope that, as I say, I hope that you guys that were looking to see a bit more building have seen a bit more building. I hope that's the case. And I hope that I'm giving you guys what you were after. Okay, guys, so we are back here, and this is what I've come up with. Let me just maybe take a step back on this boat here. And I think the portal's going to be a little bit in the way, so let's just try and get some perspective on what I have done here. So, flipping around right now. I still am yet to add in that top piece there, but the entrance overall, I think, is looking pretty well shaped. And we've also got quite a bit of detail. If I could take this darn portal away, man, why did I put it up right in the front there? I was just playing around with it, and then I didn't really think that far, I guess. So let's get up here, and I'll show you this from here. So one thing I am not 100% certain on is these little bits like sticking out there, but that's not a problem. We can always add them in, fix them out, or whatever we want. I've also done a lot of little things in here, so I'll show you what's going on. This roof is a fairly simple roof, just a pitched one there, and I've tried to make it a little bit interesting to kind of flare out, like these ones have flared out there. So that's why we've got that little bit of an odd piece that I said I want to fix up. But other things that I've done are this piece in here. I've got this here. I actually want to make that a redstone lamp, but I didn't have any redstone at the time, so I just added those in. And we've just gone ahead and put in some small things, like for instance these stairs, slabs around here, just to make some lines in this build, make it look a little bit more completed. And we've also extended the roof into that wall there, and also did a little bit of stuff with the wall because it looked a bit too flat. So coming in here, which is out here, we're going to be starting on a little bit of the redstone stuff now. So as I say, guys, please let me know if this is something you guys enjoy, the redstone, doing a few other things like this. I enjoy doing it a lot. I mean, the redstone is something that I'm trying to work in to as many of our builds as we possibly can, while still keeping everybody entertained with the... because I know a lot of people don't actually enjoy redstone as much as others do, so I'm more than happy to accommodate everybody here. So let's try and get this going over here. What my plan is to get a proper redstone powered flower machine, I guess. So what we need to do for that is, one thing you can actually do is using a dispenser, which please tell me I have my stuff. I do have my stuff on me. Perfect. And we'll grab, guess we'll have to take one of these. Perfect. Alright, so we'll need to get a few, well actually just one bow. So we'll make a bow like that, there, and that's for the dispenser, which we actually need one of these for, like this. Bam, let's quickly make the dispenser. And basically what's going to happen is, the dispenser is going to be dispensing out a bit of bone meal into the ground, when it faces into the ground. It actually works, surprisingly, as a way of getting bone... Why not just do the same thing again? Getting bone meal into the grass, as if you're actually clicking it. So we'll do this, and it works up to 4 blocks away, as far as I can tell. And I know these designs actually do exist. This is just my own take on it. I'm sure it's probably a fairly standard way of doing it. And I'll get rid of that, get rid of that. And you might actually think, maybe this does cause us a little bit of a problem with getting bone meal, and it does. So we're going to have to sort that out in a future episode. So let me click this, and show you exactly what's happened. So we go up here, bam, you see that? We weren't actually lucky enough to have got what we needed. We were actually, I was hoping for some flower forest. Flowers a bit more, but that's alright. So we'll break these and we'll see what we get again. So I'm looking for tulips, I'm looking for alliums, allium I'm pretty sure is only available in the flower forest. Filled out, hit it again, and hit it again. So maybe we'll do like 3 or so hits. There we go, there's an allium. A lot of poppies in that one. But that's cool, that's cool. So we want this to be a system that automatically does this, and also automatically gets rid of it. So I want to have a on switch, which will have the ability to make this just click, 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 stop clicking, and have a bit of water flow down. So the water flowing down, I'm also going to need a dispenser for that, and I'm going to put that right in the middle here, and then we're going to have a wall around it so that the water spreads all the way around, and it drops off the items in the middle, so that we can get picked up. So I'm going to get going on that, because that's a fairly simple thing, and I'll explain to you guys what I've done in the end. Alrighty, so I'm going to try and explain this to you very, very simply. So basically we've got ourselves our dispenser here, and I'm going to be putting in 9 seeds over there, and one thing that I thought was a good thing to have is 3 dispensers of this thing. So as if this button was pressed 3 times, that actually gave us quite a lot of seeds over there, and I don't want to waste too much of the bone meal that's in here. Basically, we've got a piston under each one of these, a sticky piston, and every time a signal goes into this block, it powers that line over there. You know what I mean? Like, that repeater powers the block, which makes that redstone powered, but only for a second before this goes up. So not a second for a second. When this goes up, it stops. So as I press this button, we actually just get rid of that. You can see it's 111, 111. And what I've decided to do is check if this one here works. So we go, and how many times was that pressed? 3 times there. Look at that. Very, very quick. I know we could probably get it a bit faster, but I'm just trying some things out here so we can do it again. And there we go. You should see 3 again, and one more time. You can see that line go powered 3 times. Very, very easy. I don't want to make it too complicated, as I say. I want to keep this redstone easy for everybody to be able to do. And there we go. We've got two ticks of these just to make it a little bit longer, so you know you can. Yeah, that's all we did there. So now that we've got this set up, this is a fairly easy way of dispensing out our materials. Let's actually test it out one time, just make sure we do get enough bone meal in there. So we'll do that again, put some of that in there, and we'll go back out, back around here. Perfect. Alright, that's enough for me, So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding in a dispenser system from the top here. So the way this has to work is that as this finishes, we'll give it like a fraction of a second, and then we'll have the dispenser system, which we're going to have to hook up somehow over here, to just drop some water down, and the water will just flush away all these items to each of these corners. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to have a little bit, actually we can do it right now, we can just put a little bit of a wall around here, on these parts here. So this is the 4th block up, a wall along here, and the water will flow to every one of these corners. Because it's in the middle, it's only going to travel 4 blocks in either direction, and you'll see what I mean. It's actually a fairly easy thing.
My friend came up by that.
And come to a central point, which we actually could have a whole storage thing going on here. And I know it looks like a lot, but let me quickly explain to you guys what's going on here. What I want to do is I want to hide as much redstone as possible, and this redstone is not hidden because this is actually just me messing around with a few things. But what I want to do in the series is obviously I want to get a lot of redstone stuff going. I know, as I say, I don't want to go overboard with redstone. I don't want to go absolutely insane. We just want to have our builds and our redstone mixed together, and that's the way we like it. You know what I mean? We have to hide our redstone. That's what I like. I love to have really good looking things with redstone hidden, and this is one of those things. I hope. Currently, maybe this could do with a bit more work on the look side. The redstone side, I think we got it on point. So let's give us its first ever proper test, because I've actually disconnected this redstone dust to test this out. So what I've done is I've got, you know, that little thing I just told you about where the dust gets, you know what I mean, we dispense that. Then I've got this other little mechanism over here to send this signal over here. Once we've done this, we want to get the water to break these things and come back up again. So I've got a little trick here. So you saw there was that little piston at the bottom there. In fact, this doesn't have to be here. This is actually meant to be a dirt box. I don't know why I've got that there. But you can see actually there, we've got that piston there, and that gets powered very quickly and pushes this block up here. And why that's cool is because these push this block, this redstone block.
Sup, Jack, if you're watching this,
and then we push it back down again. So I'll show you what happens. So look at this. Right? Just close this up in case water comes in. So we quickly grow. Yes, that worked. That is my first time trying it completely. So what has happened is, well, trying it with this extra little bit on here. So what has happened is this redstone block here, let me push it again. There you go. Well, that doesn't matter. Gets pushed up, it gets pushed back down again, but just enough to send a signal over there. So if you're walking around here and you saw this thing going off, You wouldn't even know that that's the way we're getting this redstone signal up. So that means we don't have to run redstone dust around the place, and I think it'll look really, really good once it's finished. So what I want to do now is I'm just going to be putting in some glass along here and maybe a few other things, and that's what we'll call this automatic farm complete for this one, of course. Of course, for the larger flowers, like the 2-high flowers, we've got another way of doing that, and we'll tackle that in another episode, because I think we've had a lot of redstone today, and I don't want to go too crazy with it. So, for those of you guys who want to build along, I'll quickly go show you what's going on up here. Up here, we've got this little piece here, with a normal sticky piston, actually.
Hammer boy.
Here. So what happens is that comes up, signal goes through here very quickly.
I thought you wanted to go on our world.
And comes back down here.
That.
And then, of course, this is the way of getting it back up again. So that's how we unpower that. And the last trouble I had was actually this thing over here, the repeater being on one tick.
Wait, I need to pause this.
So that